Alright, let's relax and play some more Rise of the Ronin. Apparently this game got like an update of sorts with like gameplay and stuff, so we'll see if we can actually point any of that out or not. I don't know if I will. I have a lot of skill points, so let's spend some of these. One more stat increase. Oh, we can't do that one. Alright, so weapon proficiency acquisition. There we go. Our strength is looking good. And we brought up our intellect. Our charm quite a bit. There we go. We'll bank the rest for now. Pac-Man says later checking out game dungeon productions. Oh, for sure, man. Go enjoy. Tell him Zero says hey. And I was watching him play some Helldivers too. Hope you have fun over there. GDP's going live. Is he already live? That's kind of early for him. He's usually on. He's sometimes one of the only people that's still on when I end. But usually almost nobody's on when I end. Thanks for hanging out here, Pac-Man, as always, dude. We are on playing some of this. Trying to see. Well, we want to do main mission stuff probably right now. You know, to bring up. To get this story moving along a little bit more. Because we've done almost all the collectibles at this point. Like, we just have 2 more landmarks, cats, and treasure chests to find here. And then that's all the collectibles on this first chapter. And then, again, I don't know if there's going to be more side missions popping up or not. I think did we do all those too? Hang on, how do I switch this? Yeah, that's it. Like that. These just the main missions, and then a few more collectibles, and I think we'll be 100% done with this first chapter. So we'll definitely do a couple main missions tonight then. Gossiping? I want to climb. No problem, Apple. Go enjoy the food. Go enjoy the food. Please eat. What happened here? What the heck? The landmark visited. So that reveals. Oh, there's a cat over here. And all the treasure chests. Well, 2 of them are there. Oh, those are the last 2 we need. And the cat. So we see where everything is that we need. Let's grab this cat while we're over here. there.
Over here.
No, hang on. Oh, can I not grab that? I can't get that. Shoot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. There it is. And now give up. Gotcha.
We must be careful. This place is more dangerous than I thought. I was informed that the console was in Hongakuji Temple, but as far as I can tell, it is now in the hands of expulsionist forces. I found no trace of Harris himself. Where could he be?
Let's track him down.
Agreed. It would be a tragedy if anything were to happen to him. Let's get moving.
See, is it indeed at the temple?
Over here. The Temple of Hongakuji was built approximately 600 years ago. However, the Americans have essentially repurposed it ever since we opened our doors to them. Whether it's outbreaks of cholera or more attacks by those who wish to drive out the foreigners, truly, this has been far from a happy place of late. That corpse appears to have been a local resident. Can the anti-foreign forces really be targeting their own countrymen? It is one thing to hate the
Yeah.
West, but this is wanton violence. Why are those wretches so utterly repulsed by the unfamiliar? I'm afraid I must conclude that reason.
Wait, we're stopping here?
Now, if the consuls truly managed to flee the temple, he's probably still somewhere in this vicinity, don't you think? Doubtless, he is being pursued by expulsionist samurai, though killing him would serve little purpose at this stage. Either way, we must find where the consul is hiding.
Alright.
Very good. Now, I have no doubts that his pursuers will be in an agitated state. Let's have a good nose around and see if we can't find any clues as to Consul Harris's location.
Alright. Who else can we bring with us? Unable to join? Matthew Perry can join us on missions? What the heck? So only Gonzo can come with us.
So shall we get started?
Oh! I guess we could only have one person because this guy, because Yukichi's with us as well. Alright, let's go. Alright. Blood will be shed. Oh, I realize I'm almost dead here.
No sign of Consul Harris.
Go to this one over here. Is there people in there? It keeps going away. How about in here? Can't climb this? Oh, I can sneak under here though. Shoot. It's not good. Damn, this guy. Oh no. Don't kill me. That's alright, we still have our other guys. I'm not used to their fighting styles though. Dude. Oh no. Oh shoot. Did we die? Damn. Oh, we only have 2 players here. The other guy doesn't matter if he dies or not. Oh man, okay. Is there a way inside this building? I don't know. Let me go back up here. Oh, come on, the guy turned around. Can't get a read on any of these characters. There we go. We got him this time, we got him. Thanks, Gonzo. Oh shoot. Gotcha. How many formidable foes? There's 5 of them? Oh no, 2. Only 2. Never mind. Somebody else over here, I think. Yeah, he's done. It's gonna be the last place we go to. We know that. That's how it always is. Go down here. Alright. Oh, there's a freaking shopkeeper here.
Don't rush. Take your time.
Whoops.
Thanks for your
Whoa.
patronage.
Almost
Don't
killed him.
rush. Take your time.
Guess he went ahead. The other guy. The guy I beheaded, yes, yes. Knicks and
Sure thing.
Sixers. Yeah. Should be a good series, I guess. I don't know. It could go either way, really. There's no like clear cut. Bulls still have a chance, right? They gotta beat Atlanta. Let's do this. Well, those gauntlets are decent, but
Is that all? Sure thing.
he's got nothing for us. Disassemble some stuff, maybe.
Sure thing. Is that all? Is that all? Very well.
Okay,
Thanks
that's good.
for
Let's
your
go in here.
patronage.
Something's cooking in here. That's all I know. East is gonna be kind of. I mean, Boston's. I know. Other than Boston, it's kind of wide open underneath there. You're right. Who will be the Joel stopper the next? That's the thing. There's nobody on the Knicks to guard Joel Embiid. So, but it's up to Joel himself if he how aggressive he is and how healthy he is. You know. Because we've seen him not be at his best in the playoffs. Foreign swordsman. This guy's already torching me. Come on, teammates, help me out here. This guy's destroying me. Oh, he just threw that at me. Dude, I... Man, I can't get a read on any of his attacks. At all. There we go. Oh, he blocked him. Almost got him. That's it, Gonzo. Come on. Oh shoot. Ah, move, I'm out of stamina. There we go. Oh my gosh.
I do not know who you are, but I will not allow you to lay a finger on him.
Wait a second. You're Jules Brunet, the French officer.
No Jimmy Butler, I know him.
Fukuzawa.
I remember. We met at the Grand Villa. But what are you doing here?
Mr. Sato asked me to come here to speak to the consul. Is he to be found here?
Fear not, Consul. They are friends.
What?
I thank you, good
He took your
sir.
head off.
Well,
Harris
I
looking
did
like
not- What in the world? How are you still alive?
KFC.
I've
Okay.
had just about enough of your harassment.
Colonel. What's his name? Colonel whatever. Where's the samurai who guarded you in the consulate?
Oh, you mean that other bodyguard that couldn't kill you? I suppose I did see the two of you.
Yeah, I don't trust him
having a
either.
chat.
That guy
How
or
about this?
Colonel KFC here.
Take care of some scoundrels for me, and I'll tell you what I know about them.
We were attacked by a band of thugs and forced to flee the temple. Until they're dealt with, we are stuck here. There is no sense in fighting every last one of them. I propose that I join you and Fukuzawa, and that we hunt down their leader. With him out of the picture, his underlings will melt away. They are little more than a rabble.
You gonna fight with
And
us?
if nothing happens to me, I'll tell you everything I know about the samurai from the consulate. So,
This guy.
have we a deal?
Yes, I have to. I need that
Right.
information.
Now, to avoid attracting attention, let's leave one at a time. We'll regroup on the hill overlooking the temple.
There's that. Colonel Sanders, that's what it is. Use your guns. I know I have a gun, so right there actually. I was using my bigger sword, I realized. That's good though. Alright, so let's go look for some of the collectibles. I see what's going on here. Ooh. Find more cats or dogs. I know where the dogs at. I mean, there are like a couple dogs, but you don't like collect them, unfortunately. You do send them out on little pilgrimages, though. It's cool. I think we have one or two more cats to find. There's one over here. Treasure chest. We are gonna finish up the collectibles on this first chapter here. How do I get to this cat? There we go. another thing right there. What else do we have to do? A landmark. Oh, there's a landmark over there too. Cool. Yeah, you can pet the dogs. So what else do you need? There it is. Foreign book again. Scroll of intellect. Use that right now. And we have, I think this is the last thing we need. Jeez, that was the least graceful thing. Oh yeah, what is this place? Like a fortress. Kanigawa Battery. Welcome back in. I'm gonna do a what? A Sprash Banjo Frecta Crunchy Roll. It came up on my phone as Crunchyroll, but I think that's the the emote. Nice little area, I think. Yes, that makes us 100% on all the collectibles, but only in this first chapter. That's not the whole game, as now we know. There's 2 more chapters, which I assume we're going to have all their own collectible sections too, which is wild. Because I would have been like content with this just being like the only map, and then like now we go and finish the story or something. There's a lot to this game. Game is never gonna end now. It's gonna be long, it's for sure. I mean, I think if you just run the main missions, they said the game's around 20 hours, give or take. That's only if you do the main stuff. I'm doing every possible side thing and exploring and goofing around, so I'm assuming we're gonna put around 40 to 50 hours into this game. If I do the 100% run. Which right now obviously I'm still going for, but if it keeps on like it is, I probably will. Let's get to this next main mission. Hongakuji Temple. Have I watched Hypno Shark? No, I don't even know what that is. First I'm hearing about it.
I just saw a most unsettling looking man entering the main hall. I am certain he is their leader. Well, are you all set to enter the temple?
Let's do it. I'm done with what I'm doing. Future Zero already gave a screeching howl after finishing at 100%. Yeah. You heard him? He's a Crash Team Racer speedrunner. Yeah, I've never heard of, I don't know. I really don't know like any speedrunners, to be honest. Oh shoot. The only guy I watch that speedruns is like Jank Jesus does some speedrunning, and so does Pete Dorr sometimes. And I used to watch, who is it? Close to War used to be the streamer that did like RPG speedrun attempts. I think Mutski is like a Final Fantasy streamer that does like speedrun attempts. That's about all I know. You watch me speedrun games, exactly. I'm speedrunning everything I play. That's what I'm doing. Speedrunning.
Then we shall proceed under cover of
I may have one of
darkness.
the longest times, but I'm
May
speedrunning.
be a disorderly lot.
But there is strength in numbers.
Play Sonic 2. Good old Sonic. He streams 6 a.m. American time. He has long streams. At 6 a.m. That's so freaking early. He has long streams. So yeah, I mean, if you're speedrunning stuff, you have to keep going with it. You have to keep practicing. Especially people that speedrun freaking like RPGs. You have to sit there for like 10 hours and like play the whole freaking thing in one go. It's like, oh, how do they freaking do that? I feel like I just wouldn't enjoy playing an entire RPG in one sitting. I don't think I would do that. Oh, he's in the UK. Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Is he streaming like early morning for him? So that's like midday for him. Let's bring Matthew Perry along for the ride here.
I'm happy to help out.
Stay sharp.
Optional defeat formidable foes. Oh, how crazy this is gonna be. Wow, there's so many people walking around. I don't know where we should go first. I'm gonna land up here. I mean, I guess just pick your poison, right? We gotta infiltrate the main hall, so it's that one there. I'll try to head over it this way without being spotted. Hang on, hang on.
I came to Japan. Never imagined doing that.
Look at this stealth mission so far. That's gonna alert them,
Bag our prey.
but they're not gonna know who's there. A little diversion. Can I not get up from this way? This is a dead end. This can't be a dead end. Come on. Okay. Speedrunning life, yeah. Getting old, I know. I'm already there. Who the hell is seeing us?
Looking for something? Don't rush. Take
Upgrade.
your time.
Can I upgrade this sword?
I wonder how you use it. Sure thing.
Is that the one we were using? I don't even know if that was the one I was using. thought it was, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's just go.
For your partner.
What are you doing here? Get in my way, and I'll cut you down.
Is that a promise? Oh!
You're reduced to being a foreigner, Raptor.
Get out of here.
Think you could stop me like that?
Yeah, what are you doing, huh? Oh, yikes. He almost killed me.
Why are you walking on?
Jeez, that's crazy combos. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna survive this one. Stay on him. Get out of here. Oh. Got him. Got him there with like nobody even noticing too. That was good.
Why are you working with the outsiders?
Yep, yeah, Twitch actor's looking for another job. Layoffs are going everywhere. Yeah, I was getting destroyed. That guy was cutting me down. I'm looking for someone.
What do you know? I don't need lectures from you.
Maybe you do though.
Haven't you heard? The first American consulate was in this village, along with the outbreak of cholera. We should never have had dealings with foreigners. It endangers us all. This
Oh.
is a belief I am willing to fight for.
Fair enough. Alright. It's Colonel Sanders again.
The mob has obeyed their leader's order and dispersed. Our plan worked.
Very well then. About my curious bodyguard. They were captured in Yokohama by Commodore Perry some years ago. They were taken back to the United States and held in custody. We were deeply relieved when we realized they wanted to cooperate. How the hell should I know? I just hired them to protect me. However, I did hear a great deal about Japan on our voyage over. Working for me was their idea. I'm not such an imbecile to try to strong-arm them. And thanks to that, we were able to conclude the Commerce Treaty. But then they up and vanished. Well, that sums up what I know.
And I came up with this idea for chicken. Alright.
That mechanical arm was made in the United States. It can fire shells and steel wire. Quite the device, I must say.
Okay.
Now, that will be all for the moment. Should you need to know any more, save it for another day.
Or you mean save it for time that you need my help
I am
again?
going to escort the Consul General to a safe location. Once things settle down, we'll make contact via the Grand Villa.
I think we made a good connection there. I look forward to learning more about the United States.
I'll share them speak secret spices
I
to
plan
us.
to continue my education there one day. Showing Yoshida could not realize his dream, but I fully intend to make it happen. Showing Yoshida the conspiracy against the Shogun. But by now I imagine he has already been apprehended. Now I shall take my leave. Until next time.
So yeah. Hopefully you find a job that makes you at least happy somewhat. You're able to find something you at least halfway enjoy.
So, how do you
Finger looking good.
Have I not made myself clear? The shogunate serves a purpose no longer. That is why I urge our people to rise decisively as one. It is they who must build this nation anew.
What can the people possibly do? They must stand behind the shogunate, or we all fall to the foreigners. You wish to keep our country safe? Then the people must fall in line.
Sounds like a dictator to me.
So this is the nation you want? A land of purges and repression.
Your insolence and insubordination are unforgivable. You must be punished by execution.
What?
Take him away!
Da-da-da-da. Here we go. Level up, level up. We are level 20. So what's the name? Oh, there's, wow, a whole bunch of side missions just popped up. Holy crap. Well, I guess not a whole bunch. New bond missions, I guess. You always thought he worked for Toys for Bob. So you worked for a game development company before. If you want to get back into that, you should. If you miss it. I don't know how enjoyable it is, but I know, freaking execute the guy because he doesn't fall in line. It's dictatorship to a T there. Alright, so we have some side missions. And the main mission is... I guess that one. Let me do like one of these side missions though. No, I'm gonna actually see like how many main missions there are in this first chapter. Again, I know we still have like several to go. At least. You actually like this game, you really want to play it. Yeah, you should. Hopefully you get to play it someday. It's really, really good. So I am thoroughly enjoying my time with this game. It's just been super good.
There's something I want to discuss. Remember when I told you I wish to study in America? Well, I've looked into it, but have heard little back. But then I realized that the black ships docked in Yokohama. They must be laden with the latest books and other marvels from the West? I've made up my mind. The answer is to sneak aboard and borrow the things I need to further my education.
Why does they steal?
I've given that a lot of thought. I thought I'd ask the assistance of someone who once did the same. Huh? Oh yes, very funny. Let me introduce you to him. This is
Well, look at
Solomon,
this guy.
a ninja of Iga.
I've seen you before. The Veiled Edge assassin who fought Perry aboard the Black Ship. Thanks to the fuss you kicked up, I was able to finish my mission.
Wait, you infiltrated the Black Ships as well? I'm more
There's two
confident
of us.
than ever now. There's two of you.
Mr. Fukuzawa
Certified dick
transmitted
as
the
in
documents he stole
dictatorship,
from the
yep.
ship. I owe him one. It will be easy to get aboard through the hold, just like
Yeah, this game will probably go on sale a little bit. I don't see it dropping below 40 though. Anytime.
Has made all the
40 might be the
necessary
cheapest you can get it.
We can go anytime.
I mean, if it goes on sale for like 50, I mean, I mean, I'm happy spending the 70 on it, honestly. It's been well worth it for me. This is one of the few games I probably didn't mind really spending the $70 on. You know, I still think games should only be 60 bucks, but that's just me. I mean, the $10 increase is insane. It's insane. If it was like $5, like 65, okay. But like, no, let's just make it 70 bucks.
I do have to make one important request. Remember, we're doing this for the sake of educating ourselves. I beg you, refrain from killing as best you can.
Oh my gosh.
Sawamura, over to you.
We can't kill people here. Yeah, next Friday. Next Friday we should be playing it that night. All right, so
Seems you're none the wiser. Let's keep moving.
prevent casualty. So I gotta go unarmed here. That's gonna make it even harder. Oh boy, here we go. This will start here. I mean, I can get spotted. I'm just gonna have to fight without weapons. Whoa. How did he see me? There we go. Alright. Beat him with my fists. I don't know how he saw me though. I was behind him. And he turned around. Oh shoot. There's one, I think there's one below us maybe? Let's go see. This is a lot like the first mission in the game that we did. Yeah, I know 80 is supposed to be the new standard, right? Yeah, freaking quadruple A Ubisoft. Their freaking pirate game that's not even selling well. I probably will never buy that game just because of the principle of the fact that they called it a quadruple A game that they could charge $80 for. Like, get out of here, Ubisoft. That's one game from them I won't buy. I'll play my Sea of Thieves, thank you very much. There's one. Alright, let's go back up.
This details the workings of a new type of steam engine. Can't wait to pore over this. Building a steam engine of this size requires incredible technology, not to mention a tremendous amount of
Hey. Look at all those blocks. There we go. There's one like above us somewhere. IGN gives Cyberpunk on launch a 10. Gives this game a 7. Did they seriously give Cyberpunk a 10 on launch? There's no way you could have given that game a 10 on launch. It might be like close to a 10 now. On launch, absolutely not. I would have given it like a 8 at most. Although I didn't even play it at launch. I played it like a month or two after its launch. You know, when it had a few updates, it still wasn't at its peak performance, but I did like. I'd say I give Cyberpunk a solid like 8.5 from my experience. It's really good.
silence as a shadow.
I would never give it a 10 though. But IGN, you know. What do they know, right? They gave this a 7. No, this ain't a 7. This game's at least a solid 8, honestly. We can't get up from here? Go all the way back? They go by what's popular and who pays them money. Probably, oh yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. Cyberpunk probably, hey, give us a good review before it drops, so that people buy it when it comes out. Because that game, nobody knew it was going to run so poorly when it launched. Cyberpunk. Everybody was expecting that game to be like what it is now when it launched. And they kind of hid that well from everyone. Like, just be transparent. I don't see how that's so hard if you're making a game. Like, tell people, look, it's not finished, but we're launching it and it's going to be updated. It's got some issues, but we will fix them as soon as we can. Or just not release the game yet would be the smarter move. Night night forever.
Quite nice what you found there.
Ghost Toast in the house. He's entered the chat. Yeah, the reviews. Yeah, the reviews, like, a lot of, like, those kind of reviews just,
Mere blades don't stand
I don't know.
fighting
I feel like some of the people that
chance.
review them don't even, like, play a lot of
To
different video
survive,
games.
We must adopt the Westerners' ways.
That's why you always gotta play a game for yourself. People are gonna... This is probably getting, like, mid-reviews, but... If I played games solely off of how they reviewed, my gosh, I probably would have missed out on so many good games, and probably would have end up playing some games that I might not even like that much. Because I'm sure they give every Call of Duty game like a high rating. A high enough rating anyways. Reminds you of Manhunt a bit? Oh, the sneaking around. The stealthy action. There we go. Let's see. Where are these other pieces? Like, this feels like a main mission. A main mission because it's like, I don't know.
Someone there. Help me. Please.
You get in there?
Is he ill? It sounds like he's suffering.
Gather the American. Talk to the suffering person.
Please bring the woman to me.
A woman.
A woman who knows poison. I just know she can cure me.
Playing that one.
Tuberculosis. Looks like it's already
Your
spread from his lungs.
your friend Demon Blood Wolf was playing that today.
Poison her.
Yeah, I haven't seen Manhunt in action actually.
Cure me.
I have not seen it. I do know the game. Thanks, multi apples for the hydration, man.
Witch.
Alright.
Cure tuberculosis? Do they really know how to do that in America?
Well, like this guy's like dying. They're like, oh, they know how to do that in America. As he keels over. I'm gonna go to America someday. Where's the last piece we need over here? Wait, how do I get over there? Really? I don't see the point of coming up here then. I guess we're going back down. Oh, it's right here?
Quite a complex
You got it.
telescope, this. I must get Igashishi to examine it for me. I think this is
Manhunt
enough of
2?
a-
Oh, they actually made a
Let's go
sequel to
find
that
some
game?
more.
I didn't even know. The game's kind of expensive now.
Let's go.
It's like most old horror games are pretty pricey.
Where's Salmura got to?
Will, don't let them escape!
Oh, come on.
Ambush! They knew all along.
Still going unarmed here. Yo, yo, yo!
I join you in the fray.
Go on. Come on. So hard to block with this, with the fists. There we go. Oh, you guys can't finish him off because you'll kill him. No, don't kill him. Another guy just popped in? What the heck?
Shogun and spies, eh? Kindred spirits destined to reconcile us history. afraid I can't go easy on you.
Punching and strafing. It's working. Another one. Just keep coming in. Punching and strafing method is working. They don't know what to do. Oh wow, he's sick of that now. Alright, there we go. Wow.
Sorry I'm late. Things got a little dicey. But mission accomplished.
My deepest thanks, both of you. You've given me exactly what I wanted. I particularly appreciate your restraint in subduing those in your way. Aside from that last unavoidable bit of conflict, of course.
Of course.
Nevertheless, there is one thing in particular on my mind. I haven't been able to stop thinking about what we saw.
The tuberculosis dude? Or no?
Very perceptive. I'm no match for you.
I know you.
The sailor mentioned a poisoner who could cure him. Of course, he might well have been delirious in his final moments. But tuberculosis itself is not unlike a deadly poison. How could one use poison to cure it?
There are ancient ninja arts.
One
that
poison
counter
kills
one
another.
poison's effects with another's. Perhaps tuberculosis can be suppressed the same way.
Of course. The smallpox vaccine works the same way. My medical teacher developed it, you see. It uses a weakened version of the disease to protect against its full-blown form. Perhaps there's a similar treatment for tuberculosis. I wonder what other American medical advancements have we yet to learn. This only strengthens my resolve. I must go there no matter what. And I will return to Japan with a veritable treasure trove of knowledge. Even the cure for tuberculosis. I know it.
Go on your way. Enjoy. He's changing the world. Silent Hill 2 was $30 back then. Oh yeah, like back now that game's like at least 130, if not more. Back in the day. ETC. There was like, what was a game? EBX was the name of GameStop, I think, back in the day too. They like, there's one called EBX that I used to shop at. EB Games. There was EB Games and EBX, which was like an extra, because my mall had an EB Games, which was the main store. Then they had also an EBX, which was like other stock that they had in a smaller space. It was kind of cool. I remember that. GTA was 52. Oh yeah, back when it came out. Fallout 5 is probably many years away, honestly. Many years away. I don't think we'll get a new Fallout game for a long time. Because 76, you know, is a few years old at least. They just updated. They're going to be updating the 4th one. So I think... I don't know. I think we're still like a good 6 years away probably from another Fallout game, unfortunately. 2027 maybe, if we're lucky. Alright, so we have more missions. Let's go do another side mission. (2002). Damn, I wasn't even using Facebook back then. Like, when did Facebook even exist? I don't, was it even around in 2002? I don't think it was it? It was MySpace. The videos from 2002. You're saying the reels from 2002, but not like Facebook, right? You're just saying that, yeah. I get what he's saying. Like the video that was recorded that you saw on Facebook was from 2002. Facebook was 2004. Okay. Yeah, I don't even, when did I even start using Facebook? It might have been like 2009 or 10 or something. I don't know. Because I did not use that right away. I know. The only reason why I started using Facebook in the first place, when I did, was because living far away from some people or something, it was just easier to, it was family, there was like family, I was living further away from family, and it just made it easier to stay in contact with them. It still is true, but I barely use Facebook anymore. I'll hop in there every now and then. Do we have to report to this guy anymore?
Did you manage to take the pictures I asked you to? I look forward to seeing how you fare.
There you are. I was just telling Fukuzawa here everything.
You need a poison and its antidote, you say?
Trip to software, etc. I've never heard of that shop.
Be that of the blowfish.
Very astute.
Yeah.
Consumption ban be damned. Everyone's snaking in a bite or two on the side.
I really don't know if this is a good idea. If I make the tiniest of mistakes formulating the concoction, you'll wind up dead.
That may be so, but I'm already risking my life standing up to those government goons. I've got to put it all on the line. You see me? I suppose I should get you up to speed. See? The plan is...
Alright.
Let's see then. First, we need some poison from a blowfish.
A blowfish? Alright.
There's a place nearby.
When you're done, just bring the...
I might even already have it because I've collected so many freaking things in this game. In fact, I'm pretty sure I already have it. Floating cars by then? Well, technically they've already like tested some floating cars, I think. Like hover cars or something. I think Tesla has tested that sort of thing. Just scary. Also, like, you think about this, guys. If there is floating cars, okay. Then what? Not everybody's gonna have one or afford one for many, many, many years before they're fully integrated. How are you going to control the traffic in the sky? And if there's an accident in the sky, where's all that debris going to go? Down on the people that are in real cars or walking in the street. And how are the routes going to be? Are they going to be able to fly wherever they want? Who's going to monitor all that, you know? Like, I can't see floating cars being integrated for a long, long, long time. But the fact that they're already testing something like that is crazy. Because it's just... there's so many factors to go into it.
Welcome, welcome! Just you signing today?
Give me a blowfish. I'll order some. I'm not going to demand it.
Another blowfish aficionado, eh?
Yes.
Sorry, we're all out. But so is everyone else. Some samurai families from Choshu want all the blowfish in the market.
Oh, I know. I mean, Teslas won't work on the fields, but still their farm equipment. Like, just for, like, general transportation, people getting around, like, floating cars would be crazy. Like, would it pollute the air more or less? If there's, like, if they're running on clean energy, I don't know. But again, like, how do you control traffic in the sky? How high up are they going to be able to go? Are they going to be able to just do the route of the roads? Are they going to be able to go across houses? Because that would be major liability if something malfunctions, falls through somebody's living room, you know? Oh, sorry, our floating car didn't work right, so we destroyed your house because it fell. That's a huge liability right there. Is it? Batman Robin's only $20 on eBay. Yeah, I wanted to try that game. We've been talking about that before. On PS1. There'll always be gas and oil. There will be, yeah, for something, if anything. Airplanes. I know, we already have airplanes. It's like, do we really need floating cars? And they have, like, specific routes, too, and heights that they have to fly on. People don't even know how to drive. You think they're going to know how to drive a floating car? I would not trust people driving around in floating cars at all.
Surely you're not going to ask them for their blowfish. Ah, but that'll be tricky. Those folks from Choshu really like their blowfish. But I won't stop you from trying. I heard they're having some sort of feast in Juniten Shrine, south of Kanai. Bet they want to indulge in all that blowfish when nobody could see them. If all works out and you get yourself a blowfish, bring it here so I can whip up something delicious.
Oh gosh. Go to the banquet venue. Let's go have ourselves a dinner. But there's so many different forms of transportation too, so.
There's a fair running on my go over there.
No driving for you? That's fine. That is fine. Are we flying an airplane? Me either. Yeah, I can't even, I've never been on a plane in general. I mean, that really, where is this? Oh, we're going all the way back here? That's crazy. This is back in like the original section of the game. Seems like forever ago we were here. I'm gonna give you driving lessons, yeah. I can teach you how to drive. Old Man Zero driving school. Final Destination has you scared to flying the airplanes up. I would never trust myself flying a plane, that's for sure. I don't even want to be on an airplane. Old too. Now, we're all old, aren't we? Face my reality. My hair is going to be all gray one day, I think. Honestly. I'm already seeing it happen. Gray hair. Yep, I'm old. See, Twitch actor, I'm old. The wrinkles, the gray hair, the bad back, I got it all. You You guys see when you're in your 80s too. Search for blowfish. Is it inside this temple? This doesn't look the kind of place where blowfish would hang out. Oh, I forgot to equip my weapons. Shoot, come on. Your life is spared because I forgot my weapons. That's what I'm gonna put. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Was there bots? Cheap viewers and followers. Oh my gosh, I hate that crap so much. There's one. Get those bots out of here. Goodbye, bots. Don't come back. Yeah, definitely don't click on anything like that. Don't click on any links, honestly, that people post, unless it's from somebody that you know in here, you know, that you've seen around here a lot, that you trust. That's all I do, too. Like, I know, like, some of you send links. I'm okay with people posting links in here, too. And some people don't allow links on their chat with good reason, because that's how a lot of scams can happen. So I advise you guys not to click any links. I'll click a link on my own discretion. But yeah, don't click any links unless you really trust the person. Good night, Multi-Apples. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Your back's destroyed from manufacturing. Oh yeah. Yep, that's what happens. Lifting heavy stuff. Blowfish is probably in here, huh? I assume it would be in here. In like... I don't know. In a tank? It's locked? Yeah, at least I'll live. Oh! There we go. And you guys got the key? Am I still poisoned, by the way? What the heck? Go away, poison effects. Seriously. Chinese transcript entered in the chat. It covered up all the chat. The heck? I hate that stupid... How do these bot accounts even become a thing? Like, are scammers like just making these bot accounts? Some automated system. Wow, so if you sneak up on the dogs, you can actually, you pet them and turns them nice, and you don't have to kill them. That's interesting. Yay, he gets to live. That was great. video with the mic messed up? Oh yeah, man, I've had that. I've had that. Go. Does he have a blowfish? Chain a blowfish container. There's hey. Don't steal a man's blowfish. There we go. That's a lot of corgis. Talkie boat. Start having what the bots start happening on Twitch? I don't know. I've gotten some. I think further back than that, to be honest. And there's scammers too. Scammers will also come in. Those are also annoying too. And I'm gonna go back to the restaurant. Way over here. You could hear every other syllable. In the mic, yeah. I've had like streams like or videos before where I like forgot to turn on the mic the first like 10 minutes. Well, that's good. Yeah. Give me the poisonous parts.
I thought you want to eat some blowfish.
You can have it.
I can't just extract this poison and give it to you. That's far too dangerous.
Am I going to have to hurt you? Should I guess I'll lie to him since I have that.
You're telling me you're not going to use it to kill someone?
I told him I'm getting it for the Shogunate.
Isn't that strong? Alright. Take it. It's yours. And take the fresh too. It's blowfish.
Keep going, your content is nice while having boobies or buttocks as their avatars. Oh yeah. I love it. I'm so glad I found your channel. I love your content. I mean, I got some weird ones last year on Twitch that like private messages, people saying, "Glad I found your channel. I'm enjoying it. I do have a few suggestions though." Somebody asked me if I considered being a Twitch partner. I'm like, no.
I was going to feast on that blowfish today.
I can't even be a partner
A
anyways.
single slice. Give it back. Now.
Like, well, here's how you can improve or something. Like, they were like trying to like. I just like was like, no, thank you. Goodbye. It was probably somebody trying to scam me for something. Good night, Apple. Get some rest. Thank you for being here. Get some good rest. This guy's trying to steal the blowfish.
Not the slightest hint of remorse, eh? Very well then. I'll have to.
Jeez, what blowfish is like crazy? Hey, you're not the only one with a gun. Dude, I can't shoot this guy. It's like blocking every bullet I do it too. Dude, why is this guy so good? He really wants his blowfish. It's crazy there. That move sucks because I don't have time to like react to that. I hate that. Shoot, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Oh my gosh, I dodged to save my life. Why is this? I don't know why this guy's so good, man. What the heck? I think my timing's all off tonight. Keep shooting me. There we go. No blowfish for you. Jeez. Most dangerous mission we've done. Stevie has ads popping up on his stream. Well, is he, he's affiliated, right? Is he affiliated? Then he should. Guess he was part of the blow job. He was. We got the job done. Here's your stupid blowfish. Well, they just want the poison, so it's like, what the heck? Showing you. He's affiliated. Yeah, that's good. That's what I'm saying. I know he was like affiliated, so. Yeah, he can also. There's like a way to like control how many ads. You have to go to like your settings, like when they play. You can have more ads play. I could have more ads play easily. I just don't. I only have the pre-roll ones, so people don't get bombarded with ads that aren't subbed. Ad revenue is really not where you make a lot of your money, though. Like, you can make some money with ad revenue, but it takes a little while to add up. But yeah, in the long run, you know, making any kind of passive income from doing something that you enjoy is an awesome thing. Like, for sure. Anybody that does something that they enjoy and get income from it, that's a great feeling.
Poison? Very nicely done.
You kind of want to try one, but the poison though, yeah. Tell me how that tastes.
Poisonous parts. Mr. Igashichi's a peculiar one, isn't he? Most people would quail at the prospect of poisoning themselves. I suppose he just doesn't want the government to interfere with his inventions. But one can't help but to be impressed by how much he's willing to put at stake.
It took me like a while to even
If you'll excuse me, I'll get started in the back.
accept the affiliation too on Twitch. Most people would obviously jump at that opportunity, rightfully.
Sorry for the wait.
But I was just like, I was kind of debating it for a while.
And you can hold on to the antidote. It should, as I've weakened the poison's effects considerably. If all goes as planned, he'll just look dead, not actually be dead.
He'll just look dead. Same.
Honestly, I'd rather he called off the whole affair. But he's clearly made up his mind. He should be back in the photo.
Most exotic thing I've eaten?
Do go and deliver what he needs.
Probably nothing crazy. Because I really am a picky eater, so... I don't know. I don't know. I've only had like I haven't had like alligator or anything like that. I've only had like deer and swordfish and I don't know. That's probably about as exotic as I've gotten with my food, to be perfectly honest. How about you? Fried crickets? I don't think I'd be that daring. I don't think I'd be that daring. I don't think I'd eat an insect, to be honest. Unless I had to. Like, I know it's part of, like, some cultures and stuff. I should eat it. I mean, if you season it right, I guess anything can taste good, right? But, for me, I'm big on texture. So, if the texture's off, it doesn't even matter if the taste is good. If the texture is weird for me, like, I don't enjoy it. I'd say I'm even more texture than I am taste. It tastes than frog's legs and it actually tastes like chicken. That's funny. It actually does. We'll do a little bit more tonight before we go, I guess. We're gonna I don't know what else. Maybe we'll do. Is there another? There is another side mission, right? Somewhere. There's one over here. Level 12. Let me see how far we are. This reminds you of... Oh yeah, there's a very British feel to this town, Ghost House, yeah, because it's like a colonial looking... The structure of the building, yeah, I can see that. It's cool. This game's got a great look to it, for sure. Oh, you meant the fried crickets. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're talking about that. Because they have like the frog's legs, the chocolate frogs or something that they eat in that world too. I'm gonna look up the main mission list again and see what we can see. How much is left? Because I know there's quite a list of main missions for each chapter. So which one are we on now? Those who know Shoin. Yeah, there's still like 6 missions left in this chapter. Chapter 2 looks like it has a few less missions. Chapter 3 around the same as chapter 2. We're gonna be like fully upgraded by the time we get there if we do all this side stuff. So like some of those tough fights, you know, we can duke it out. Harry was balling. Mr. Potter. The Weasley shop, they had... There's a lot of cool things in Harry Potter. Alright, maybe we'll do this mission over here. They just wanted to collect insurance money. Yeah.
Hey. You again. Tell me, why were you with the outsiders at Kanagawa Post?
Honestly, for both of those reasons. But mostly for that.
One who showed up at the U.S. consulate. So So that's why you are hand in glove with Harris.
Yeah, don't worry.
I accept that you have your own motivations, so I won't pry any further. But I can't overlook the fact that you worked as an outsider's stooge. If you want our trust, you'll have to earn it. The official's just ahead. As you showed up, I'm guessing you'll help me to deliver justice, right?
Justice will be served.
Good. Then we depart at once. I'll fill you in on the way.
You guys are making me want to play Hogwarts Legacy again.
Our destination is the official's residence. He's a corrupt man who's grown fat by taking bribes from foreigners. He's especially close to the British and is constantly surrounded by a detail of their soldiers. The man's rotten to the core, and Japan will rock you if his kind are allowed to remain in power.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I see him.
Defeat the wicked official. I'll defeat everyone. Oh, is this a way up over here? Come on.
Looks to be worth something.
Shoot.
Barely a winter.
Oh man, so many people here. How could you ever sneak around? I mean, I really don't need to, but it means we'll probably have to deal with less guys. Wicked official or an official who like the Wicked musical? Yeah, it's an official worker for Wicked. Are we going in here? Dude, I don't even know if this is possible to sneak by all these guys. It's gonna come in. Hello. I thought this was the Wicked musical. I'm paralyzed. Shoot. We got him. We got him. We got him. Now your turn.
Not to underestimate me.
Is that it? That was him. That was the Wicked official. We got him.
Once they get this message,
So we don't need to
the
sneak
other
around.
officials will think twice before taking any donations under the table.
In this measure, the other officials will think twice. Okay, probably.
We've done
Since
a
we
service
killed
to the
him.
people. Good work. You're prepared to risk life and limb for the sake of the Japanese people. Now that I've seen that, I can trust you. As of this moment, we are comrades in arms, in the truest sense. From now on, I'm willing to put my life on the line for you.
Whoa,
I anticipate great things for us.
that escalated quickly. He's like, I don't trust you. I will die for you. Alright, so maybe he could be part of our missions too, like some of those missions. Alright. So did that mark that one off the map too? All in progress? Looks like there's 2 more missions that are on there. There's another side mission, and then there's, you know, the chain of main missions that may open up even more side missions too, of course. We just don't know. Let's do some leveling up. There we go. Strength is the good one. Dexterity. All those first branch ones fully leveled up. Increase the distance you can throw items. Okay. That's good. And then we might go sell some stuff too. And we'll probably call it a night after that. Knocked out a bunch of side missions and several, or at least a couple main missions, so it was good. Getting close to the end of this first chapter. It's a lot of work, but I'm enjoying it. So we might take breaks from this game. Still haven't decided that with how much time we're going to end up putting into this. I don't want to get burnt out on this game and end up just not enjoying it as much. So I think maybe taking a break might be a good thing. Maybe after we complete the first chapter, or soon after. So we can go back to some other games. Maybe go back to Hogwarts or Zelda or something. We'll see though. We'll see. We will. The Ronins will rise. Again, don't worry. Alright, I gotta go sell stuff. I'm gonna go back to my old town. Well, look at this guy.
I have a fine selection of medicines. What kind of medicine do you seek? Of course. What will it be?
Sell a bunch of stuff. We collect so much crap.
Is there anything
Collect
else?
everything and then you just sell what you don't want. That's good.
Look after yourself.
Crafted some remedies, so we're good on there. Ronin dysfunction is a thing. We will. I don't know if I'm going to take a break or not from this. I'm just worried about getting burned out on it. What's everyone screaming about? Everything's fine. Alright. Apothecary, bond bonus. Yeah, so we got about 6 main missions left in the chapter. So maybe like, I don't know, 2 more streams of this before chapter's done. Unless we knock them all out the next time we play, since we already have all the collectibles. I mean, I enjoy just running around the map and exploring too, just seeing everything is just so much fun. And that's why I enjoy getting the collectibles a lot, because we see a lot of different areas. Can't believe there's gonna be 2 more sections to play. Can't believe that. they knew that's why they were running away, and like in the river. But we should be maybe starting something different, playing something different this weekend, at least one of the nights. And like I said, Contra's in the plans for this weekend, maybe Sunday night, assuming that it still delivers on time. So, you know, we might do something like Fortnite or Grounded or something one of these nights this weekend. We'll see. Maybe even more of this. And this next week, probably try to, you know, at least finish up the first chapter in this before Stellar Blade comes out. Try to get more Welcome to Paradise done. Maybe either work on DK64 guys or start another 3D platformer, since we just beat that indie one. We'll see. Community night maybe at the end of the month or early next month. We'll do another one for sure. Because Sea of Thieves and Grounded are on PlayStation, I know. Sea of Thieves would be fun for a community night if enough people wanted to play. I don't know who has it. I mean, I got 2 friends who have it, but I'm sure Nick would totally be down to play more of that because he enjoys that game. I don't know about Josh. Josh will see me play some of this. I know Josh has been playing MLB The Show and Call of Duty, so don't know. Crossplay is probably, I would think so. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Not looked into it yet. Alrighty, let us save. Hope you guys enjoyed the rumbling and the rising tonight, my friends. Thank you all for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. As always, I appreciate the company and the support. Thanks again to Joe for the raid. Sergio. Everybody coming in chatting. Like you. You there. You did enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Also, out of like almost all my drinks. We're gonna drink. It's a pleasure having you. It's a pleasure having you. I'm glad to be doing it. I'm glad people actually want to be here at all, so that's good. But I'll be back with y'all soon, probably tomorrow night, with some more goodies. We'll have a good time and have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Enjoy your gaming. Till next time. 0 is the number. The Ronins will rise again. I promise.